using XRP Ledger to build their businesses and products and services. But we're very much focused on how we can leverage and extend Ripple's products and services and how we can further apply philanthropic resources and talent and time, subject matter expertise, and passion to these use cases through our employees. We also have sort of an ecosystem worldview. XRP Ledger is our preferred blockchain, and XRP is our preferred cryptocurrency. But we realize that this is a multi-chain world. There will be more than one blockchain that succeeds and that needs to succeed to build out a fully robust global blockchain and crypto ecosystem. We believe collaboration is necessary and good, particularly as you go after use cases that impact hundreds of millions or even billions of people.
You've mentioned crypto and blockchain a couple of times, and then you've also talked about there's a whole ecosystem or a whole population of unbanked. So how does crypto and blockchain, how will it bring those unbanked into the financial system?
It's a great question. And the question of the day, particularly as we move from the very early stages of this, where there's a lot of hype and concepts and promise, arguably over-promising, as we move into actually deploying and testing and evaluating which of these financial technologies can actually help to solve problems. Blockchain and crypto's impact on financial services for both rich and poor, for both banked and unbanked, can be seen a little bit like the internet or the advent of cell phone technology. In many contexts, it's a kind of leapfrog innovation. The availability of wireless connectivity and smartphones puts financial services in nearly everyone's hands. And this is why you saw some of the first innovations in digital financial services for the poor coming through telcos and traditional providers. This is especially important for remote and last mile bankable customers. Blockchain and crypto bring competition. They've been very disruptive to large financial institutions. By the way, for whom serving the poor and the unbanked was never really justifiable from a profit-making standpoint. So now we have challenger banks, we have app banks, we have central bank-led blockchain and crypto projects, and many of those are anchored around principles of financial inclusion, participation, and equity. There are a number of neobanks, if you will, or PSPs on RippleNet that are really improving the accessibility, the speed, and the efficiency and the cost efficiency of remittances. Companies like Novati, FlashFX, iRemet are really perfecting this idea that cross-border payments, sending income or earnings from one place to another, that can happen reliably, securely, very quickly, and at an affordable cost that doesn't take a significant chunk out of those earnings. Blockchain and crypto solutions are collapsing those cost structures and disintermediating middlemen or middle actors across a number of use cases. As I mentioned, central banks are also starting to think about how things like government and civil society services can be better enabled with blockchain, and then connecting those services to things like secure self-sovereign ID, which then potentially can be linked to a person's financial dealings, so that if you're a small business owner or a farmer or a head of household in an emerging market where there isn't the maturity of the financial sector or of infrastructure, now there's a record of your financial transactions, which you, by the way, control. It's on a public-private ledger. But if you want to share it with a financial services provider, it could better enable that service provider to accurately assess you as a credit risk. And generally, this leads to fairer and lower prices for things like credit and loans and other financial services. Our partnership with Mercy Corps Ventures, for example, has yielded a number of really promising use cases and frontier market startups that are going after financial inclusion using, to some degree, blockchain, crypto, decentralized finance. The Kiva protocol is an interesting use case that was tried in Sierra Leone, which combined both the idea of a government ID, a digital government ID, with the idea of giving folks a record of their financial transactions and their financial lives. Through Mercy Corps Ventures, we're part of an investment in a company called Goldfinch, which is doing crypto-backed lending to small businesses with pooled capital. That's a very interesting and very successful and fast-growing segment. There are also companies that are using blockchain and crypto to pay part-time workers or gig workers in emerging markets for part-time work as they go, so that they don't have to wait till the end of a day or a week or a pay period to receive that money. And we're also involved in a number of projects that are getting at the problem of those who are temporarily unbanked. Could be a broken government, could be money that is highly inflationary or broken itself, as in Venezuela. Obviously, we're also dealing with refugees in a number of places around the world, food insecurity, the use of digital wallets, crypto to cash programs. Those are starting to become really interesting.